The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
This your boy Atlantic City, and this time we're taking a look at Donald Morrison. Another look at Donald Morrison. Now if you're new, or if you just want to know how things are going down around here, Interrogation of a Predator new every Wednesday. A look at Tuesdays, Arrested, January 5th. Crime City, Thursdays, sometimes. And Dear Kayla Love Lorne, new season, January 17th. Now let's dive on into this footage.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, take a seat. I'll be right there.
I couldn't find the place.
Oh, I know. It's so hard to find.
Donald Morrison was one of those characters who, had it not been for the graphic nature of his online conversation with someone he thought was a young teenage girl, it would be comical.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just was talking to her, and she said, "Come down and visit her." I have a compulsion for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan,
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather wanted me to try to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything, so they arrested me for trying for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see. And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan, and I took them.
So he speaks really freely about this. I mean, what
Charges.
I see.
So he must.
So they arrested me for trying for possessing child.
I mean, he's probably going to say what he thinks Chris is, whether he thinks Chris is a therapist or a police officer or a fucking interrogator or a detective or whatever the hell Donald thinks Chris is. Still seems rather odd to be so open about
Child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see. And how did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I met her in Michigan, and I took them.
You took the pictures of the girl?
Mm-hmm.
Morrison just laid it all out there. Not only does he admit what he is doing that night, he tells me he's got a history of doing this sort of thing.
How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
He's got a history of doing this sort of thing.
fucking Chris.
How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
Most of them are like 21, 22.
And tonight, though, you were willing to come meet a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Well, I know why.
Well, you treat this like, you forgot to pay for some candy at the grocery store.
I came to meet her because she told me that she was bored. And I said, "Well, do you want me to come down and meet you?" And she said, "Sure, come on down." So I said, "Okay." That was it. I know it's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. Just because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's mind, he truly thinks that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay.
You say, if you are ready for sex,
Because when people sweet talk me, I fall.
In Donald Morrison's mind, he truly thinks that if a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex.
So this is what Chris thinks about the infamous Donnie Morrison.
It's okay.
you say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Sure sounds.
He truly thinks that if, a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay.
You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Sure sounds like you were preparing for a sex act.
I was preparing for, because she said that, I said, if you saw what I said, if you want it, I will give it to you, but I'm not going to force anything that you don't want. I'm not going to force myself on you.
That doesn't make it legal, though.
I know it doesn't make it legal.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed, doesn't appear.
I mean, the way he's saying it, it's almost like it's like he's got a built-in excuse to just not give a fuck about nothing.
Wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
Here's this.
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I lack a judgment.
He sees things wrong with it, but he's got a lack of judgment. So give him a break. He's got a lack of judgment. That's all it is, just a little lack of judgment. He knows it's wrong. It probably would have happened. If she'd have said, let's go for it, he'd have went for it. But it's alright, because it's just a little lack of judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed, doesn't appear to have a lot of money in his pocket, is living with his parents.
You going to tell your folks about this?
I'm trying to tell my folks about it.
You are?
Yes, sir.
How do you think they're going to react?
Oh, I know. My mom's going to take my computer and completely throw it away.
You're 48 years old, Donald. Why should you rely on your mommy to do discipline here?
Because of, like I said, lack of judgment. Being lonely, having no girlfriend. Physical contact with anybody. Just just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator.
He's saying what a lot of predators don't say, but I think is a reason why a lot of them do end up on the show.
Physical contact with anybody.
To do discipline.
Right here.
Here.
Because of, like I said, lack of judgment. Being lonely, having no girlfriend. Physical contact with anybody. Just just lost it.
Ultimately, Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator right now. He recognizes me finally.
When you said you thought the Dateline stories were pretty bad, did you think the stories were bad because of what Dateline did, or did you think what the guys caught on Dateline did were bad? Or,
some of the things that Dateline did.
So wait, let me just get this straight.
So he recognizes Chris from the show.
So when you say you thought that the Dateline stories were pretty bad, are you talking about the stories or the guys who were caught in this?
And Chris is making sure. He's like, all right, are you calling the show bad or what? Because we need to clear this up, Donnie.
Stories.
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are. Once I recognized it. I recognized the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working 2 to 11.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline
Right,
NBC.
I understand. I know who. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
Dude, Chris loves it when he's
well, you know
recognized.
who I am. Why
He loves it.
Stories.
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are. Once I recognized it. I recognized the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working 2 to 11.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline
Right,
NBC.
I understand. I know who. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out and do.
Donald, you're free to walk out that door. That same door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
He's
you.
like, no
Thanks
thanks.
for bringing.
No thanks, I knew.
Out that door.
I know what happened.
That same door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing, kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris. Let's say it'll be the first and it'll be the last time. I'll give you permission to even monitor me if you want to.
I appreciate that.
Permission.
I'm willing, if I could find a counselor, I'll go to counseling.
Maybe he should have help. But I think, looking back on it now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part. He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem and thanks me for giving him a kick in the pants, as I believe he put it, and that he'll get help, he thinks maybe he can dodge being in some sort of trouble with law enforcement. Of course, that's not going to work out very well for him.
Am I going to be arrested when I go out there?
That's not up to me.
Okay.
But you're free to go.
The way this is set up, there was some tendency. The way this is set up, there was some tendency for some of these guys
Look
to
at how
try
he
to go.
looks here. He knows what's coming.
The way this is set up, there was some tendency for some of these guys to try to go out the front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Straight back.
Straight back?
Right through that door right there.
He steps off that back step, which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
Damn, you ain't had to do Donnie
What
like
physical
that.
threat did Donald Morrison?
Door right there.
He steps off that back step, which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers.
Motherfucker said, boom. He was gonna get down. He threw his hands in the air.
Police are right on.
Get down! On the ground!
Boom, Fort Myers police are right on.
On the ground! Got him.
What physical threat did Donald Morrison? What physical threat did Donald Morrison pose? Probably not a great threat.
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
But you never know what somebody's got
I
on.
wasn't
And you never
thinking,
know
no.
how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after being on television.
I'm diabetic.
Do you have any needles in your pockets?
No, sir.
Go through your knees to your chest. Roll up.
Sweaty
Get
bastard.
my glasses.
Sheesh.
I got him.
A house after, but you never know what somebody's got
I
on.
wasn't
And you never
thinking,
know
no.
how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after being on television.
Do
I'm diabetic.
you have any needles in your pockets?
No, sir.
Go through your knees to your chest. Roll up.
Get my glasses.
I got him.
The arrest is made. Morrison goes into, a diabetic shock of sorts. And they didn't want to take any chances, obviously, so they actually took him to the hospital. He was actually handcuffed, as I recall, to the stretcher as he went in. He was treated and ultimately released and was processed and charged.
Donald Morrison,
Is that you,
you're charged
Donnie?
with sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a
Fondling?
computer to seduce or solicit a child. 15 years and obscene a child. You're charged with sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
I try to be a journalist there.
Hilarious.
I'm there.
Question?
No, sir.
Your Honor,
15 years and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
I try to be a journalist there. I'm there to find out what's going on in these guys' mind. I'm there to figure out why people commit this crime and to show how it happens and to educate people.
Hey, what happened to the sound? All of the men arrested in the Fort Myers, Florida investigation were charged with a felony attempted lewd or less... What? Lascivious. What the fuck is that? Gotta bring these fucking words in.
lascivious,
Lascivious.
lascivious,
Lascivious.
lascivious,
Lascivious.
lascivious,
Lascivious. It wasn't worth it, man. It wasn't worth it. If you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you. But I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. And we have a feeling he didn't get real hard when he walked in and was face to face with Chris Hansen. I would be. Morrison ended up confiding to Dateline that he beat charges in 2 other states in relation to underage sexual relationships or photo taking of minor females. That turned out to be true, but Dateline Fort Myers turned out to be one rap he could not beat. It's unfortunate that he was able to use the system for such a long period of time, moving from state to state, beating charges under technicality. An individual like this would not show up under a sex offender search, despite being what is obviously the classic pedophile archetype. Oh, now you play. Alright, the video's back, y'all. All of the men arrested in the Fort Myers, Florida investigation were charged with a felony attempted lewd or lascivious battery. This carries a maximum sentence of 5 years. Donnie, was sentenced to 9 months in prison and 3 years of sex offender probation. That's not good. He certainly aged alright, I guess. Maybe not. Oh no, I take it back. Oh yeah, taking it back. Oh God. Oh no! Ah! Stop! Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. An individual like this would not show up under a sex offender search despite being what is obviously the classic pedophile archetype, one who has already committed acts against minors. Morrison has been sentenced to 9 months in jail under a plea agreement, becoming our first conviction from Dateline 5, and our first conviction in Florida, period. He also has to register as a sex offender, serve 3 years of probation, and pay the state just under $1,000 in fines and restitution. Some of the money will go to Florida's Rape Crisis Trust Fund, which is a morally fitting recipient. Notes from the contributor, Xavier Von Erck. A little over an hour of chatting, and all of the elements of the crime were laid out by Donald Morrison. Unlike the other conviction posted today that took 4 months of chatting, this didn't take nearly as long. Why? Because Morrison didn't want it to. It took him a mere 13 minutes to broach the idea of a meeting and shortly thereafter laid out his sexual intentions. I was honestly very surprised that he moved so quickly. He wasted no time getting down to business, and after viewing his interview, it was apparent why. This individual is the classic pedophile stereotype. Fearing little but a lack of underage victim, Morrison moved fast towards exactly what he wanted. Usually individuals don't move quite this speedily, illustrating that we have to be ready for every kind of solicitation. It is satisfying that the evidence I was able to provide turned out to be an unlucky third try for Morrison, as he found no ability to wiggle from under these charges. So that was Donnie. Let's take a look at that chat log. Donald Morrison here hit me up during Dateline 5, Fort Myers. He did not take long. Morrison felt no fear as he solicited me for sexual activity, but he would soon feel fear as he would come face to face with Dateline's Chris Hansen and Fort Myers' finest. Morrison, as some will remember, had the utter look of a stereotypical pedophile. He fit the archetype to the T. Balding, big glasses, giant grease stain on his t-shirt, defending his actions to the end. He was nearly a dead ringer for Senior Cartage of HomestarRunner.com fame. I don't know what that means. For more information on Morrison, including past crimes, see the associated conviction file. Where is this file you speak of? Can I actually send Donnie a message? Because if any of the predators still use their old account, it would be Donnie. There's this associated conviction file. I don't see you. Where are you hiding? It's not here. Fuck. Now I'll never get in contact with Donnie. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Mailed Donnie from Fort Myers. At this point, I remember clearly thinking that he reminded me of Quiz Kid Donnie from the movie Magnolia. He would end up looking like that character about 15 years down the line. Hey Donnie, I'm Sarah. What's your ASL? 48. Cool. I'm 15, female, Florida. For anyone who hasn't gotten a clue yet, this is where you bail because 15 isn't a real woman. Any pic? Yeah, on profile and on MySpace. Mine too. You have any bro or sis? Cool, 1 second. Wow, you're a cowboy. And no, I do not. He's got a ridiculously small looking picture of him wearing a cowboy hat on his profile. See, I love this blue text. This blue text fills in the context of some of these things. And sometimes I'm just left confused. So thank you, blue text, to whoever typed that shit. I love horses. That's awesome, so do I. Do you got horses? You're cute. No, I don't. I did when I was in Texas. Oh, that's too bad. I love horses, and thanks. Most guys think I'm a geek. Which is true, since I was playing a really geeky character in general. Snakes on a plane for the win. Wish you were 18. Oh, don't start that junk. Sorry. Yeah, that's lame. I had a girlfriend that was 17 once. Turned out to be true. Oh, that's cool. Where in Florida are you? LOL, I'm pretty close. To Fort Myers? Yeah, Fort Myers, for anyone who doesn't know, is not a huge town. So I was surprised to get hit on from someone in that area, especially someone as creepy as our pal Donnie here. Okay, you have horses? LOL, no. Okay, I'd go riding with you if you did. Cool. The nearest mall to you. Edison, are you allowed out tonight? Out? What do you mean? Wanna have a burger later? I already had dinner. Okay. That's not gonna stop Donnie. Thanks for the offer, though. I'm just not hungry. Okay, wouldn't meet you 'cause you're nice. That's sweet, I guess. Forget what others say about you. You are really cute. Groom my insecurities, Donnie. Thanks. I hate it when guys call me dork or geek. I was one of those back then. Cool. So you don't think I'm weird talking to a 15-year-old? No. Do you think I'm weird? No. Are you alone? Well, then we're even. Yeah. When will parents be back? Monday. Do you want to meet me? I don't know. What do you want to do? Are you a nice guy or are you a jerk? Just talk. LOL, we're talking now. I mean in person. Why? You have nice legs. Legs don't talk, sad face. I think so. Didn't you see them kinda on MySpace? Didn't go there yet. I won't do anything to you. My pics are on MySpace. What's the ID there? Or link? It's on my prof. Checking now. Cool! You ever meet anyone from net? No, not yet. I can be your first if you want. I don't know, maybe. What do you want to do? Whatever you want, maybe find a late movie. I don't know, I'm kinda already dressed for staying in. I come there if you have DVDs. We got some DVDs, yeah, I've seen them all already though. Any naughty ones, LOL. LOL, no, we don't got those. You have any comedy movies? Yeah, I've seen them all already. Okay, what would you like to do? I don't know, whatever really. What do you want to do? Are you looking for sex? And Mr. Greasy Shirt brings it up. LOL, I'm not scared of it. I want to meet you and fool around. Truth and honesty, finally. It's just that, if we're gonna do that stuff, I'd like to know what, you know? I won't have intercourse with you. Maybe kissing. LOL, like that don't lead to stuff. Did you leave? Oh, hey! Weird. It looked like you were online and stuff. I got booted. Wow, that sucks. Are you up to meet tonight, hun? Yeah, it looked like you were online, but then it said you came back online. Maybe. I gotta trust you, though. How do I know you're not a serial killer? Well, I have to trust that you aren't a cop. LOL. Yeah, I'm a girl cop with girl cuffs. So how do I know you're not a serial killer? LOL, I guess you are then. Welcome back. I got booted again. Wow, you got bad luck with that. You live in an apartment, hon? Nah, a house. I can be there around 11 if you want. Are you saying, are you going to stay over there, or what do you want to do? Wait, are you going to stay over, or what do you want to do? I'll stay for a few hours. I won't do anything you don't want, okay? LOL. Well, I don't want you to be mean to me or a jerk or cause me pain, but if you don't be mean or cause me pain, I'm down for whatever. Okay. You have a teddy? Oh, that's fucking weird. I mean, this whole fucking thing is weird, but to fucking ask someone that if they got a teddy, that's just fucking I think our pal Donnie here has crossed the threshold. Not that he didn't already. Not that this line is what did it. It's not like this is what pushed him over. Asking about the teddy, but it does raise a good opportunity to bring up where I was pretty sure we were going to go anyway. I don't think anyone needed the chat log. Sometimes you watch the footage and the chat log enhances the footage. But here, I think we already got the full grasp of Donald by the footage. I don't think anyone necessarily needed to read this chat log to come to the same conclusion about Donald. And that is that despite saying he is a lonely bastard and he was just looking for someone and all that, I think he actually wanted someone underage. I don't think he wasn't. I'm not sure he was out looking for it, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was a problem for him, and I think it was Well, it is a problem for him, but I don't think it was a problem for him that she was underage. I think that was... I think it was a reason for him to keep the conversation going. Now, he's done it before. He's admitted to doing it before. He's admitted that he would have done it. Had there been a real 15-year-old girl there and she was down to do it, he would have did it. And I believe he would have. But saying some shit about a teddy, do you have a teddy, is like reminding yourself how young the person is. Whereas some, I think, maybe don't even want to think that about. They kind of want to repress the fact that whoever they're talking to is underage. Where some, I think, want to keep bringing it up and bringing it up because it's on their mind. That's what's on their mind. That's what's drawing them to this conversation. Fucking Donnie. I don't have any lingerie. A robe. Got my bathrobe. Okay, what's your address? I'll get shower and come on down. Shows up in a grease-stained shirt. So he showered and then put that on. Oh, no level. Not even in creepy pedophile land is that romance. You're not gonna hurt me, right? No, I don't want to go to jail. I'm not gonna send you to jail. You're sweet. I like you. Thank you. And you don't think I look like a geek. Told you. Wrong voice. Told you. I think you're cute. LOL. Just cute. Even hot. Oh, even hot? Yes. I don't know. Most guys think I'm not hot. They're like, oh, breasts are too small, blah, blah. They are nuts. I don't know. I hear it all the time. You let me suck them? Oh, well, yeah, of course. That'd feel good, I bet. Well, where can I come? Come? I don't want to get pregged, so you gotta have a condom. I have 'em, but I am going slow. I just like to know what to be ready for, you know? If you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Erectile dysfunction never sounded so just. Yeah, that's pretty cool that a pedophile gets erectile dysfunction. That's, you know, life's kind of cool sometimes. Life has its own way of fucking with you. That's okay. I want you to be real clean and I'll take care of you. The nerve of this motherfucker. Be clean. I will be clean for you. So what's the address? I'll get showered. Let me go make sure my neighbor ain't being a snoop. One sec. Sneaky neighbors. Those fucking bastards. And they're being sneaky. Okay. Yeah, she's gone. Yay. Cool. Remove the dress. You know where that is, or you need the map quest. What time you coming and what kind of car I know to look for? No, how do I get there from mall? I have a red pickup, around 11. Cool, let me write it out, one sec. Okay. I got it off the maps thing. Okay. Did you get that? I'll try to be there around 11, hun. Awesome. Don't stand me up. See you then. If you want, you can shower here. I want to shower here, and you meet me in your robe with bra and panties. Try as we might, we can't get Hanson to don a bra and a panties. Damn it. Okay, just go through the arches, and then go to the back. It's less open there. Arches? LOL. Not like Mickey D's. There's a walkway that goes into an arch. LOL. then you just turn right and there's my back door. Okay, let me go. See you then, Sarah. Cool. Awesome. I thought tonight was gonna be boring. Cool. See you soon. Donald arrived and promptly decided to absolutely disgust the world. Viola. Not a long chat, but they don't need to be long when all the elements of the crime come out so quickly. Good one, Perverted Justice. So, Donnie Morrison, where do I begin? Which pack has smokes? Alright. There's nothing to really say about Donald Morrison because Donald Morrison has said it for us. He would have done it had there been a 13-year-old girl there, 15-year-old girl there. Had Sarah been there, Donnie would have done it. He admits to that. He's admitted to having done it before. Then he does say, well, I don't know what the fuck he said. Something about, I think it was one of the last things he said.
That's not going to work out very well for him.
Am I going to be arrested when I go out there?
That's not up to me.
Okay.
But you're free to go.
Have help. But I think, looking back on it now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part.
Showmanship?
He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem and thanks me for giving him a...
Chris.
Recorded.
Okay.
And if
Alright, fuck the footage. So, Donnie here. I wonder if his mom took his computer and completely threw it away. One could hope, one can dream. But Donald Morrison, pretty much, he admits to it, alright? And on the slime scale, and he's a slimy bastard. That's a slimy bastard. Now, would he reoffend? I don't know, but I think there's a strong possibility that he would. I'm not sure if he was just lonely enough to have sunk to the level to have met someone that was underage. I think that might have been some sort of issue, underlying issue that he was facing, to where that might have actually been what he wanted. I think there's levels. I think there's the predators that are just so lonely that they'll go out and they'll meet someone that they believe is underage. But then there's some that's just what they are looking for, and that's what they want. And Donald, I think, is on the second side. I think Donald might have set out to look for that. And if it wasn't what he wanted, it certainly wasn't a problem for him. Now, another thing we need to talk about here is the erectile dysfunction. So he done said he would have sex, but it's not going to get real hard. So, was this more of a friendship, companionship, lonely thing? I don't really think so. Because the fucker's talking about meet me at the door in bra and panties. So, even if he didn't do the full Monty, had there been someone there, there was still sexual elements at play there. So he wanted this experience to be sexual in some sort of nature, despite trying to disguise it under the guise of, let's watch a movie, let's have a burger. But you want to watch that movie with someone in a bra and a panties. Personally, I would love to watch Team America World Police with Chris Hansen in a bra and panties. America, fuck yeah. Chris Hansen coming to save the motherfucking day, yeah. So, Donnie Morrison. Donald. What he doing again? Yeah, I think there's a definitely a good chance that he would. Now I hope he's not out there praying chat rooms, harassing the 4 people that still use them. But you never know. And I think it's more likely that Donald Morrison's out there haunting a 4-person chat room right now than it's likely some of the other predators. I think it's more likely Donald Morrison is out there still doing his thing than it is some of the other predators. Like, I don't think... What's his name? Can't even remember his name. David Schumacher. Like, David Schumacher, I don't think David Schumacher is out looking for someone underage right now. He did it in his past, but I don't think that's someone that's going around that's what they want and that's what they're looking for. But Donald, I can't say the same with such certainty. Like, I'm confident that David Schumacher, and if he does it, that's on me. I'll be like, oh man, my judgment is bad. But Donald, I can't say it with the same confidence that I would say that David Schumacher's. David Schumacher, I don't think, would reoffend. And I can say that with a lot of confidence and certainty, but not with Donald Morrison. I feel like there's a strong possibility that he would reoffend and that he may have reoffended at some point. So what do you think about Donald Morrison? I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. This your boy Atlantic City. You already know Interrogation of a Predator Wednesday. A look at Tuesdays. Ooh, ORRESTED. January 5th. Hey, Crime City Thursday. Dear Kayla, Love, Lorne returns January 17th. This your boy Atlantic City. Bye. Ho, 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 ho! Happy holidays! This isn't Santa Claus. Santa's done enough catfishing. This your boy Atlantic City. Happy holidays from me and not Santa.